Alright, hello everybody, this is Derek Richardson, back with another video this week for the Show Us Your California contest by SoCal Steam It. And this week, being that California is the Golden State, we're going to be finding some gold. So, about a week or so ago, myself and Brian.RRR, check him on Steam It, we headed up to the East Fork San Gabriel River and did some sluicing. Here you can see a sluice box right here. So this box goes in the river, and you can put the material in the box, and the water, as the water runs down, it will concentrate the dirt in the box. So, what I have here today in this bag is the concentrated black sand from running the sluice box in the river. And this sand is full of gold. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull out the pan, we're going to do a little panning, we're going to take a look at what we can get out of here, and then we're going to get the blue bowl set up, and I'm going to show you how to run the blue bowl in order to get the fine flour gold out, so we can extract every bit of gold out of this sand. So let's get started. And also we have some gold here in this snuffer bottle. So this snuffer bottle was used to directly pull some of the gold out of the sluice box while we were out there in the field. So we'll get to go through that too. Bonus gold. Alright, now we've got our pan, we've got our water. The other tools we're going to need are going to be tweezers. This is what's called a suction tweezer. It's like a little mini turkey baster thing. You can get tweezers also that have a little magnifying glass hooked onto it like that if you help you see the small pieces. Then we're going to need a little glass vial, which is where we're going to be putting this gold. So, we got that stuff here ready to go. Let's get our concentrates in our pan. Get it all wet and shake her down. Now what we're doing here is stratifying material to get any light stuff to the top and keep all the heavy stuff down in the bottom. Now this is concentrates, so this is mostly all heavy stuff already. So it's going to need quite a bit of shaking here, and we're just going to be getting rid of just a little bit of leftover light stuff that I haven't gotten rid of yet. And we wash. Shake and then wash. We shake it down, and then what we just do is we tilt the pan back and forth, just using the water to wash off each layer there. And then we look for gold. And the snuffer. This little guy becomes the most handy guy once you learn how to use it. You can move the gold around, you can move the black sand around, get all your gold, put it in a little pile like that, and whoop, suck her on up, shoot it right back into your vial. Easy as that. Every little flake adds up. Gotta get them all. Alright, first little bits of gold in there. Let's get some more. Alright, now that we've gone through the concentrates in the pan, we've gotten out the easy flakes that we saw, we've gone through the snuffer bottle and got those flakes, we have our little bit of gold in our jar. Our next step now, before running the blue bowl, is going to be to take our concentrates and classify them down to the different size, because the closer to the same size each little rock, each little piece of sand in your concentrates, the more you can get it the same size, the better it will run in the blue bowl. So we have here this little contraption which is going to contain little classifier screens that you can see there, and each one is going to be a different mesh. So on top we have a 30 mesh, and then we have a 50 mesh, and then we have a 100 mesh. So the stuff that will come out of the bottom will be the finest, the stuff that will stay on the top will be the coarsest. Now the very top one, which will be the biggest, coarsest stuff, again we'll just take that and we'll go through it again in the pan just to make sure there's nothing big that we missed. And then the smaller ones we'll go through the blue bowl, and we'll run it through the blue bowl, and I'll show you how to get all that set up here in just a minute. First, let's get this classified. And we're shaking. Alright, let's get the blue bowl set up. So, this is the blue bowl. As you can see, it is a blue bowl. Hence the name. As you can see here at the bowl, there is a cone in the middle with a little lip on it. Alright, and the whole technique of the bowl here is it's going to create a whirlpool effect that is going to rise the lighter material and help it climb up the cone and down into the hole, while the gold will stay on the bottom of the pan. And here you see we have a water pump, submerged water pump down below there, that is going to be hooked up to this battery, and this is a battery charger that will keep the battery nice and charged up. We are going to want to drop a little drop of this jet dry in there, and that's going to keep the water surface tension from having any fine gold, because fine gold can actually float on the water. So let's get our classified concentrates, and we're going to start with the smallest stuff and then work our way up to the larger grain size of material. So let's get this thing up and running. Get that going. Okay, so I'm going to put the charger on the 3 amp maintainer, and that will keep our battery charged up for the entire process here. And when you're getting your blue bowl set up, one thing you want to do is you want to get a level, and you just want to make sure that your bowl is pretty close to level. This is going to be good enough. It's pretty level, because that will affect the way the material acts in the bowl. Okay. We have our first batch of material. I'm going to go ahead and just toss it all around in here. Alright, once you have your material down in the pan, you're going to take your turkey baster, very important tool for the blue bowl, and you're actually going to take it and get some water in it, and then you're going to actually push the material out to the edge of the bowl. You're going to squirt that out to the edges. Alright, once you've got it all kind of shot out to the edge, you can see here now all the dirt is around the rim, and we can go ahead and get her started. we are going to make sure the valve is off. Here's the valve. This is going to control our water flow. Now this, you got to be really careful with this because you can get it going too fast, too high, and you will lose all your gold. So let's get it going here. So we're going to take and connect our battery. You can hear our pump start running there. And then we're going to turn this on nice and slowly. And as we do that, you will see the water start to move there. And the black sand will then begin to move as well. Now, optimally, you want to try to get the water level just about to the rim of the bowl. So if you are spilling over the top of the bowl, you've got it going too fast. So you want to keep it down in the bowl, but as close to the top as possible. Now, as it gains momentum, this is going to rise up, so I got to keep a kind of watch on it and make sure that it doesn't get too high. You can see the dirt moving in there already, and that's good. So what we'll do is we'll let this run. Then if we need to, we can take the turkey baster back in there and push it back out to the edge and let it run through again if we need to. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll see what kind of gold we got in there. Alright, so now I've taken it and I pushed it back out to the edge again. Being as this is quite a large amount of heavy black sand, I want to more thoroughly run it. You can do it probably quicker if you do less at one time, because then you could just run it all the way through. With this much, I like to run it through, then push it back and run it through again. So we've pushed it back out to the edge, and we're going to give it another run through, and see how that goes. Hook up our battery, and we're off to the races. Looks like we got a little bit of gold here, a little bit around the base of the cone. It's not a lot, but it'll get added into the vial. I'm guessing that most of it will be in the smaller stuff, since we were mainly finding smaller flakes. So let's get it reset up. We'll get this gold sucked out of here, and then we'll get the next batch going. Let's get this gold. And let me just say one thing about this blue bowl is that everybody's got their own opinions on it. Some people don't like it, some people love it. If you look up 20 videos on YouTube about the blue bowl, you'll probably find 20 people doing it 20 different ways. So today I'm just showing you the way that I do it. It works for me, and I'm sure that the other ways work just fine too, and might be better than the way I do it. And if you have tips or suggestions for me, I'm open to hear all of that. I'm always learning, so we're getting a few more nice little flakes in there. And then we'll get this one going right here. And also recently I've been seeing YouTube videos about people putting silicone on the bottom of their bowl because gold really likes to stick to silicone, I guess. It's interesting. I have not done that with my bowl, but I have been seeing that making the rounds in the prospecting groups. Okay, I think we got them all. Getting a few more flakes in there. Alright. Alright, now we got it all cleaned out and reset up with the next batch. This is the smaller, finer material. So I'm expecting that this is where I will find more of our gold, because we're finding a lot of small flower gold out there. So hopefully this is where a lot of the gold is going to be. So let's fire it up and see what we got. Battery up. Flip her on. Alright, right away I can see the lighter stuff come into the middle, around the edge of the cone. You can see the darker, heavier sands forming little wing patterns back here. I can even see a little bit of gold on some of those wings there. So that is a good sign. Alright, getting down to just blast the black sand at the base of the cone. You can see little flower gold specks all around in the bowl there. Alright, that's not looking too bad, is it? On that. And what you see there at the base of the cone is a nice little line of fine flower gold. Let's get it out of there. Get it all together. Take a look at what we got. Here we go. Alright, there it is. See what we got there. It's gonna be the gold. We got it all cleaned up and in the jar. And now we'll just have to get it. I will dry it out and get it a weight, and we'll see how much gold we got there. My guess is probably a little less than 1/4 gram. But still, not bad. And it's always fun. So that's it for the blue bowl. Now I will come back and show you the weight once I got it all dried out. Alright, there it is. Here we have our dry gold. We're going to go ahead and weigh it out. Alright, so we are looking at 0.17 gram, which is a little less than I was hoping. I was hoping to have over 0.2, but that's alright. All gold is good gold. This will just go into the jar with the rest of it. Alright, so let's get it back in our vial. We've got a vial there full of water. We've got this little mini funnel, and that should just shoot our gold right back down in there. Simple as that. There she is. And that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit of my California. We got some gold, and we had some fun playing with some toys here. So, till the next episode, have a good one, guys.